Hello, my name is Ashley Nover and I attend Alliant International University. The name of my potential study is Does Class Size Affect Student Achievement in Mathematics? My research question would be, does class size have any effect on student achievement in mathematics? During my time student teaching in two different grade levels, first and fourth, I have observed that class size might play a role in student achievement of mathematics. I would like to research this topic further to assess whether there is an actual correlation between class size and student achievement in mathematics. My hypothesis. I predict that a larger class size will have a negative effect on student achievement in mathematics. During my time student teaching, I observed that it was easier for students to fall behind in a larger class size. I also noticed that it was easier to keep track of each student's mathematical progress in a smaller class size. I also hypothesized that students will feel less supported in a large classroom. So let's look at some literature reviews. In the study, the research was conducted in order to assess if there was a relationship between class size and student achievement in a business class. This study was significant because the issue of class size has been a topic of conversation between educators and districts for a long time. The relationship of class size to educational cost and instructional methods has made it an issue of importance to educators. And that was a quote directly from the study. In another study conducted by Jones, Gallagher, and Midraj, the focus of the research was whether class size has any effect on students in a language class. Here's a quote from their study. Based on the findings of this research, in terms of optimal student numbers within a language classroom, we recommend that there be cognizant of the benefits of smaller classes at the elementary language level. So let's look at some more literature review. While the study mainly focused on teachers' attitudes towards individualized educational program, otherwise known as IEP, some additional information involving class size was mentioned. Reduce the class size and collaboration between the family, classroom teachers, and guidance counselors is essential in order to conduct IEP in schools in a healthier way. And this was a quote from their study. Another study conducted by Lin, Kwan, and Zhang was focused on discovering if there was a relationship between class size and student learning outcomes in online learning classrooms. The relationship between class sizes in math and students' performance was also parabolic. Final grades increased as class size increased up to a maximum of 38 students, but decreased if class size rose beyond that point. And I found this study very interesting. So my action plan, and this is a rough timeline. I am hoping to get the study done in around 2 months. My first plan of action would be to select several schools or an entire district that will be used for the research study. And all of these schools would be at the elementary school level. My second step would be to interview both teachers and students at various grade levels and send out a questionnaire just to the students. My third plan of action or action plan step would be code and input data into Deduce and SPSS. My next step would be to analyze the data and form an unbiased conclusion based on the data I receive. And lastly, I would create a research report and publish the data from the study. And again, I'm hoping to get this done in 2 months. Data collection. Data will be collected in the form of both qualitative and quantitative data. Qualitative data will be collected in the form of interviews with both teachers and students. Quantitative data will be collected in the form of questionnaires using a Likert scale or Likert scale. Analysis. 2 different statistical programs will be used to analyze the data. And I mentioned this a little bit in my action plan timeline. SPSS will be used to assess the quantitative data, while Deduce will be used to analyze the qualitative data. Both of these programs are user-friendly and will be used to analyze the data in an effective manner. Deduce is effective because it can help the researchers see common words and phrases used in qualitative interviews by creating a word map. And I think this will be especially important for finding patterns among words that teachers are saying in their interviews. SPSS is effective because it allows the researcher to input coded quantitative data. And I also have a little experience using SPSS in my college capstone projects, so I feel even more confident using this statistical program. And these are my references. They are all listed here. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I greatly appreciate your time and your attention. Have a great day.